Well, welcome back. This is the second time my channel's been audited. Again, before the name changed to Earth Central, so they're gonna go for the other name. That's why that is a thing. But so here we go. Let's see what they say now, if anything changed. And well, here we go.
Channel 175, and I'm going to let Dan C try and pronounce this channel name once it loads up. Dan C, who are we looking at here? Zugomugo.
Yep.
I think...
Yeah. They're gonna recognize the channel in a minute. Here we go.
We've audited this channel a long time ago.
Yeah. It was like a year to the date.
I seem to remember that this channel... and all they did, I think it was back when Jeremy and I were auditing channels, they would,
Yeah. That's how I do, and I still do that.
inform their audience of earthquakes. I mean, as you can see from the titles, wherever there was an earthquake alert, they would do a very quick video, like before there were shorts, and they would communicate that there was an earthquake. And that was pretty much it. That was
Yeah. And that's pretty much what I did, and I did take full advantage of when shorts started. So, yeah. I should have done it from day one. My channel would be a lot more blown up than it is now. But better late than never.
the title of it. So, Dan, what do you think of this channel?
I mean, if that's the goal, then I think they're achieving it. The thing I wonder is they're here looking for some advice, but what can you say about a channel like this? Because they've been doing this for a while. There's a few outliers that seem to just kind of get a bunch of views, but more often than not, they get about a dozen views, and then they're on to making the next one.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. And again, it's very yeah, that's usually how it works. The more common areas like the DAC, Alaska, and stuff tend to not take off as much. But as you can see, stuff like the Etna eruption, the Oklahoma quake, the McCarthy quake took off, but that's just because the hashtag shorts really comes into play. The YouTuber's Not Dumb thing, that was something, but that didn't really take off. I didn't expect it to.
And it looks like they upload multiple times a day as a result of this. And I mean, there's certainly advice we could give, but I don't know if they would follow.
Yeah, and there's that, and yeah, do give advice, because I do test it out, see if it works, and if it doesn't, I'll go back to what I was doing normally, and that's something you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen.
Any of it, if that makes sense, because I think any advice we generally give would cause this channel to have to change at its core. You know?
Yeah, I think we said this, a similar thing in that, like, the audience, just as a whole, is not reacting to all.
Well, that's because it's kind of monopolized with people like Dutch Sense and Suspicious Observers. Outside of that, I'm being completely honest and not trying to forecast anything, as I don't have any expertise in that, well, in terms of forecasting quakes, and, well, it's a bit more controversial and stuff like that. I'm just going objectively here.
All of this information, maybe it just turns into white noise, because I might be interested in a volcano of a certain strength of 4.6, but then in Chile, but then not necessarily one in Washington or in the Philippines.
Well, that Amos Lake quake actually took off soon after this video. Well, after this audit happened. So, yeah.
The data is telling you that the audience isn't or YouTube's not picking this content and sharing it all of the time. But as Dan said, there are outliers. So what is it about these specific outliers? Is it because these appeared on news stories and people were searching for it? Or is it the way it was delivered? I mean, some of these also get have interesting likes and dislikes ratios. But I guess...
Yeah, that's kind of how that works. You get people that are a bit more interactive and people who aren't. Just how it works. And I think that Anchorage Quake actually got above 5,000 views because of the 5.3 that hit the other day.
Something fundamentally that's not triggering YouTube to make your content more discoverable.
I'm guessing the outliers have to do with maybe just how rare an earthquake would be. Like Prince Edward Island, do they get a lot of earthquakes? Probably not. And so 10,000 views. But generally speaking, the places where earthquakes pop up the most, it's not really news to most people.
I'm sure
And the guy that said that got that right on the dot. But then again, it's also kind of thrown out with the 2.5 in Huntington Beach, California. Again, California, that quake like that wouldn't normally be news, but that jumped up to 5,500 views. Same as Alaska with the 7.4. They generally get quakes up there in the magnitude, but that's 5.7 thousand. Tornadoes in Michigan and Fort Wayne got 6,000 and 7,000 views respectively. So it's all about timing, perspective, location. But for the most part, I've noticed is timing.
I'd seen a channel that did something similar, but they were, really doing well with the content. I was just wondering if I could find it.
I think I might be trying to find Dutch Sense or one of the other ones that had like live streams. Yeah, good luck with that.
But no, doesn't look like it is. I know there was somebody doing some like major weather alerts, and
Probably thinking Force 13.
I don't know if it was a specific type of weather event or in a specific location, but they were really finding success with this content. But unfortunately, I can't remember what the channel was called. So I think we are kind of saying what we said before, and it seems to be being proven again by the volume of content, the hundreds of videos you're pushing out here that are just not getting watched for.
Yeah, hundreds. Try thousands. I'm about 28,000 videos. This would be included in that pool.
For the reasons that we believe.
You know what I figured out? I figured it out. I figured this channel out.
Yeah.
Move on after this. See the name?
Yeah.
Muga. You might think on the surface that it doesn't have anything to do with, what the videos do, but it actually has everything to do with, think about it. If an earthquake hits you right now, you're going to go... Well, that's obviously where they got it from. That was good.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Savage.
That was actually perfect. That was actually good. That was actually good. Yes. 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 But yeah. Yeah, that actually was actually one of those things I said occasionally whenever like stubbed a toe into the wall or something. It was like my version of fuck. Essentially. So.
Your input. Let's move on to
try something different. Cursed Zillow homes.
What?
It looks like they're willing to try something.
You got thrown off.
Oh, where did you spot that?
Latest video.
Oh, yeah, so that's, Zillow is a property location app, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was 40 minutes long, so that was something completely different.
Yeah.
Right. And the view counts are similar or competitive to what's been done previously.
What we would say then is keep testing new things, because you've been trying this earthquake thing, multiple videos a day for a very long time, and it's so rare that something takes off that this just can't be worth your time. So it's time to, try some new things.
Let's try and squeeze in one more.
Yeah. Well, they're thinking, try new things, which I do have plans for stuff. It's just the only thing hindering me from trying to think of the wording. But yeah, that's it for the audit there. But yeah, only thing stopping me from doing what I want to plan out would be the lack of a driver's license. the goal is to get a driver's license this year. It's not a goal, honestly. It's a promise. It is a thing that will happen. COVID or not, I'm getting a damn license this year. And a car. And that would lead to some of the plans I have for the future, which would be storm chasing. More coupon hauls would come into play, too. More vlogs involving in lakes and stuff. Just exploring, you know. But for the most part, that'd be storm chasing, and then that would transition to a storm chasing series involving in, which would open the door to a lot of collabs with YouTubers, maybe even celebrities if I'm able to get up there on the social media food chain. But yeah, that's stuff I have planned in the future. Hopefully able to roll that out by the 2022 tornado season, because this one's kind of already starting, and I'm definitely not going to be able to get a driver's license and car in time. But, unless if I'm really lucky and I really push for it, which I should do. And obviously when I have more time on YouTube, I'll bring back the How to Survive series. And also if they do some one-on-one stuff, I'll try to invest and do some of that stuff and actually let them know what's going on. So, what I have planned. And yeah, that does seem to be it for right now. Stay safe. See you in the next video, as check notifications to see if there's anything crazy. And that's taken off a little bit. That's a comment I put in a Geography Now community post involving in what they're planning on with the South Africa episode, which will probably not be in for another week. Hence tomorrow's Wednesday, and they didn't put the teaser up. But anyways, that does seem to be it. Stay safe. See you in the next video. Bye.